So this is Steve with a follow-up video to the self-watering containers. The short version is they worked really, really well. Better for the basil. They're amazing for basil. They worked well. See, this tomato has had it, and so has this tomato and that tomato too. They're determinate tomatoes. It's the middle of the summer. They were already not producing, and then I let hornworms take over because I just didn't feel like killing them, and I wasn't getting tomatoes out of them anyway. But look at the size of that beastie hornworm. But there you go. But the containers worked incredibly well for the basil. The thing that I did not like about the tomatoes was I would say they hold about a half a gallon of water in the base, and that'll keep a basil happy for 2 or 3 days, and that will keep a tomato happy for about half a day. So when they were producing a lot of tomatoes, like this delicious tomato that I'm about to eat, they really needed to be watered twice a day. And that's a lot of effort. Part of the reason I wanted to do the self-watering is so that I didn't have to put any work into it. But, and I'm actually, let me show you in here. I actually took a couple basil cuttings. When you cut your basil off, you cut it close to the, you cut off a whole stem, and then you take the, all the basil leaves that you want off the bottom, and then you dip these in water, and those are gonna, I don't know if you can see that very well, but those are gonna root, and then I'm gonna put those in I'm gonna pull the tomatoes out and put those in there. And then there was the front of the garden, Augusta's garden. Damn it. Oh, that is bad, Gino. Gino, I don't want to have to reshoot this, and you are bad. Oh my God. You're such a bad kitty, and now I have to put this down. You can go in there and not out here. Bad, Gino. Oh. This is going to be a terrible video. But this is the front of the garden. I know the one that you saw before was when the tarp was down. Man, not having to weed is really, really nice. Occasionally little pieces of grass grow through the tarp. Actually, I think that's you know what? I'm not going to pull that up. That's but like this is a piece of grass that doesn't need to be there. So occasionally stuff grows on top of the tarp in the mulch, but that's not too terrible. Those are the snapdragons that Augusta likes, and then of course we put out a soaker hose so I don't have to bring buckets of water out here. But that's how the front garden is doing. Definitely use the tarp, and self-watering containers. Good idea for not for larger plants like tomatoes. It can be done. It worked. I harvested a bunch of tomatoes, but better for something smaller like herb if you're lazy, where you don't really want to put in an enormous amount of effort. That's it. Talk to you later.